Hi. Anjaana Anjaani that came out in 2010 is a romantic comedy drama film directed by Siddharth Anand and is produced by Sajid Nadiawala. This movie stars Ranbir Kapoor and Priyanka Chopra. Ranbir Kapoor as Akash and Priyanka Chopra as Kiara. Spoiler warning, if you haven't watched this movie, I would recommend you watch this movie first and then come back and watch this review with me. And if you don't care about spoilers, stick around for that. So that's a spoiler warning. The stock market crashes, and Akash, who is a stockbroker, goes into debt of $12 million dollars, and he decides to jump off the bridge. And he meets Kiara over there, who is also there to jump off the bridge because Kunal, her fiance, cheats on her. So they try to commit suicide together again and again for like 5 times and fail every time. So they decide to make a pact where they will commit suicide together after 20 days on New Year's Eve. Um, and by the and for the 20 days they would do everything they always wanted to do in their life. So they decide to do that. While completing each and every thing on their bucket list, they start to get closer and closer and eventually falls in love with each other. But Kiara needs some closure with Kunal. So Akash, he drops her off at San Francisco at her home so that she can get the closure. She can be with Kunal. That's what he thinks. But she just needs closure from Kunal. And Akash then travels back home in New York. Was it New York? Yes, New York. And she gets her closure, and she decides to want decides to meet Akash again in New York at the bridge where they decided to kill themselves basically. So yeah, she comes back and they both are standing at the banks of the river, and they starts walking into the river, and it's really cold, and that's where Akash decides to propose Kiara, and she says yes. So that's the end of the movie. Now there are a lot of things I didn't talk about and miss because they are the little things which I can't get into, or else I'll just this review will be as long as the movie. So I'm not going to talk about every single small thing. I had some complaints about the movie. The main one being that it's kind of romanticizing suicide a bit, and I don't think that's a good idea. A TV series came out called 13 Reasons Why, based off a novel, and it had a lot of backlash for romanticizing depression and suicide. So this movie did that as well, and I did not. I don't condone the message that this movie was trying to portray. Although the moral, when she is in the hospital for committing suicide, the doctor telling that you shouldn't commit suicide. Life is a lot more than just a few breakups and a few heartbreaks and stuff like that. And the reasons for committing suicide and reasons for living. The living part is always higher. You should always choose life over death. So that's a good, nice message the movie portrays, but it didn't focus on that a lot. So that's my big complaint about this movie. And also, when they make the pact of the suicide, they kind of enjoy themselves a little too much. Now, I am no one to judge how people behave when they are suicidal, but that felt a bit over dramatic, I guess. So that's another thing. The acting in this movie was okay. The songs were great and catchy, I would say. And overall, this is a good movie. I would recommend this movie, but not that highly. It's just one of those okay-ish movie. It's not the best. It's not the worst. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.